Miramar's Green Champions, a group of employees dedicated to support citywide green initiatives, took a tour of the recycling plant to understand how it all works.
The guys on the front side, they pick out all the big plastic bags. The cardboard then goes over the star screen, goes right into the paper baler. All the small stuff goes down to the sort line, and then they sort it all up there into the different bunkers. They separate out the plastic, they separate all the papers, they separate out the bottles, all the cans, and we're doing it all manual. The stuff that we cannot recycle, we take over to the transfer station where we get loaded up. After we get done pulling out all the cardboard and pulling out the plastic and pulling out the wood and the metal and everything that comes into a mixed pile, and we get all of our good grades, this is kind of like the leftover. This is the ugly stepsister type thing. And you're gonna have some plastic in it, and you're gonna have little pieces of wood, you're gonna have some broken glass in it, and that's what we call mixed paper. It's ugly, but the value is over $100 a ton, and it goes to a gypsum board mill where they'll make the backing for wallboard on drywall. They don't use that exclusively to make it. They'll use cardboard, they'll use other grades of paper to make that backing for drywall, but this is the low-cost furnish. This weighs 2,500 pounds. Now, if this bale was in its loose form, it probably would be half that pile that you saw over there. That's how tight it compacts it. Each of these bales is worth about $250 to make bathroom tissue and Kleenex. All the loose plastic that you see around here, that all gets separated out and gets baled there. That's what goes to make the plastic lumber. We always ask for clear bags. I instruct all of our sorters not to even open a black plastic bag. The old way we used to recycle glass, we had to separate out the clear and the colored, the green, the ambers, the darks, and all that kind of stuff. Bottles of beer and everything was always in glass. Now with cans, there's not a lot of glass out there. There's not a lot of demand for it. We had to figure out what else to do with it. You have to crush the glass almost down to a dust. And when it comes out the other end, it's literally like sand. And that's what's used in reflective taping and road aggregate. Oddly enough, the United States has the best garbage in the world. It really does. We use the most virgin material in our paper mills, and our material has not gone through its 10, 12 recycled side. In the Far East, they're making most of their paper with rice paddies and things like that. So it doesn't even have one cycle of recyclability. So they need our material for the raw materials. You tear it, and you can see the hairs on that. That's long fiber. That's a lot of wood in there. If you tear a newspaper, you won't see any of that because it's all broken down mechanically. Okay? That's why if you hold up a newspaper, you can see the print on the back side, that type of thing. But this material is very long, so everybody in the world is looking for this type of material because it's just like pulp. This probably has 7 or 8 more cycles to it because each time they recycle, they'll add a little bit of virgin pulp to it to kind of enhance it. So, I don't want to say an endless cycle, but it's at least a lifetime to us. The efficiency of running a recycling operation is trying to bale as much at one time as possible. So instead of making 1 bale or 2 bales, we want to make 20, 30 bales at a time. Keeps the cost down. This is that baler, like a sewing machine. Once it knows, it does it.
Packing and packing and packing until it gets so much pressure, and it's all mechanical and has eyes. Once it's gone so far, the bale's done and it's tight.
All this material come in and only have 5% that actually ends up being garbage.